Hey everyone, you are probably wondering why I am playing Mario Kart DS today. I'm here for two reasons. Firstly, I wanted to test out making YouTube videos with DS footage. I've set up my DS emulator with OBS Studio because I've got a really big project for this channel on the horizons, and it's probably the biggest video I'll be making to date. It won't be coming for a while, maybe in like a couple months or so. I'm actually not quite sure, but I hope you look forward to it anyway. I'm making this video to basically serve as a test drive for when I actually make my other video with the other DS game that is involved. The other reason is because I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with this game in the past week. So before I get more into those details, I have to back up a little bit. So I think it was about a year ago when I replayed Mario Kart DS for the first time in like several years. I've honestly lost track. This game was like a childhood favorite, one of the first games that I've ever played. And a year ago, I got an itch to play it again. So that's what I did. I played it again on the emulator that you see now. I went through all of the cups on every CC and unlocked everything there was to unlock in the Grand Prix mode, which you could probably tell right away because normally you can't play as Yoshi on the Drive Bomber. You have to unlock everything first. But yeah, when I played a year ago, not only did I unlock everything in the Grand Prix mode, I also did all 6 levels of Mario Kart's mission mode, which if you haven't played Mario Kart DS, the mission mode is a bit of a second single player experience outside of the standard Grand Prix mode, where you'll do like these little tasks. Sometimes you'll do 1 lap of a track while doing a certain amount of power slides. Sometimes you'll collect coins. Sometimes you'll knock out enemies like Monty Moles or Rocky Wrenches in certain tracks. Sometimes you'll race the CPU on a track with certain restrictions or something. Those are the kinds of missions you'll expect with Mario Kart DS's mission mode. There's 6 levels initially, where each level has 8 missions. Yes, 8 missions. And then 1 boss fight. The bosses are pretty cool too. One of them is iRock from Mario 64. One of them is King Bob-omb. Normally you fight them, but sometimes you'll race the boss on a regular track too. Anyway, once you complete 8 missions and defeat the boss, you've completed 1 level, and then you move on to the next one. That's essentially the gameplay loop of the mission mode, and you do this 6 times. And one thing to note, this is kind of important, you are assigned a rank based on how well you did for the mission. It starts at C and then goes up B, A, 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star. So what the game does not tell you though, they give you no hints. They don't even give you hints to like aim for the highest ranks or anything. If you get at least a 1-star rank on all of the missions and all of the boss fights, it will unlock a 7th hidden level for the mission. So that's 8 new missions and 1 final boss fight, which is probably the hardest one. It might not be, but it still is pretty difficult. Anyway, when I initially played a year ago, I didn't unlock this 7th level. I didn't really unlock it until I started getting an itch to play it again, I'd say last week. And I was just messing around in mission mode. And then all of a sudden, I got access to this new level. That was the first time that I even even saw anything like it. So you can imagine how shocked I was to discover something about this 20-year-old game that I played almost all the time as a kid. One of the first games I ever played. So yeah, you're probably wondering why I am telling you this. Like, we live in an age where basically games like these, we know everything there is to know about them. You can just do a simple Google search on Mario Wiki about the mission mode and it'll tell you everything you need to know. It'll absolutely tell you everything I'm telling you here. Probably tell you it a little better too. But the reason why this topic kind of matters and why I decided to make a video is because, like I said, this was the first time discovering the 7th level of the mission mode. And I even went back to my old DS cartridge that I had when I was a kid, and I never unlocked this hidden level, which says something because I unlocked everything from the Grand Prix mode, but not everything from the mission mode. That's probably because I was just a little kid and I wasn't very good. I wasn't good enough to do well on the missions and unlock it anyway. But yeah, the reason why I'm telling you is because I never unlocked it. I never knew about it. Nobody ever told me, and I guess I never bothered to look it up on the internet. And I figured there's got to be at least one other person out there like me that might not know about the mission mode and does the 7th level of the mission mode, I mean, and would like to try it out for themselves. So if you do have Mario Kart DS, whether it's on an emulator or you've actually got a cartridge, then I encourage you, if you haven't, to unlock the 7th level. I won't give anything away. Like, I know you can just look up what all the missions are and what the final boss is. I know you can do that, but I won't give it away because I think a big part of the experience is discovering that stuff for the first time. Definitely there's a bit of a shock factor, and part of it is trying to figure that stuff out for yourself. So that's why I won't give too much away. So yeah, give it a try and let me know if you do and how it went. I assure you, you won't be disappointed. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of all that's kind of all I've got for this video. I just kind of wanted to talk about and ramble a little bit about something I discovered in the game that I have a very deep sense of nostalgia for. So yeah, if you made it to the very end, if you're still watching, I hope you enjoyed this different style of content that's a little less scripted than what I normally put out. And with that, until next time, and enjoy the rest of the race.